My video for May the 22nd, 2020 is video number 3462. The title is COVID-19 Scam, Zoom, and Other Issues. When will the insanity end? Of course, we have flu outbreaks every year, especially in areas where the climate gets cold. It's ironic that the equatorial regions that never experience winter do not experience these annual outbreaks. It's also ironic that there seems to be variations of the disease in different areas. We are not dealing with a single factor unless you consider that the real factor is the deep state plan of fear mongering with the hope that separation caused by the pandemic modeling will lead to suicide and increased anxiety for many. It seems to be working according to some reports, although it does depend on who is putting out those reports. The so-called mainstream reports are filled with lies, as many keep saying, while more and more professionals are telling the truth. I know, I sound like a broken record as I harp on the same thing over and over. Why? Because I am confronted with this insanity every day. Some will not allow anyone on the elevator with them here in the apartment building. Others are waking up to the craziness. The real crisis is regaining sanity. Not even Zoom recording is working when I have a guest. Indeed, I normally record my videos in the morning, right after I upload and make live the video for that day. I record the one for the next day. But this time I had an exception because I had a guest, a friend from New York City, who was going to make a video with me. And we scheduled it for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, we tried and tried and tried. It took half an hour for us to connect, but the connection was horrible. And so I tried to shut it all down and made a new connection on Zoom, another, all different numbers and codes. And the pictures were freezing. The words were broken up so that you could only hear a little bit of each. I could hear myself, of course, but he was breaking up. And from his perspective, I was breaking up. The connection was horrible. So we tried Skype, same thing. I don't know if I ever recorded a video on Skype. If I did, it was a long time ago, probably 9, 10 years at least. Anyway, folks, I am rushing to get this video out because, again, I wasn't planning on recording this one. So here I go, and I'm looking at all of the information that's coming in about this virus thing. And I'm getting more and more doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals and scientists that are saying we're being scammed. It's being blown out of proportion. Not that there is no virus. That's not what they're saying. But that there's something, the lockdown is way out of proportion. And of course, it's people like Bill Gates and the Illuminati that are running out of time, perhaps. I hope that's the case. And realizing that people are waking up. And so they don't want to stop us from being able to communicate with each other. Well, you know, people are going to take that for so long, but not forever. And they're trying to keep it going until the next election. And supposedly they're planning an outbreak in the fall that's worse than the one that we're currently experiencing this spring. Is that true? I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. I listened to Laura Eisenhower, and I actually watched Jeff Doherty on a recent video with Laura, and I like Laura Eisenhower a lot. And Jeff Doherty, the Christian whistleblower, he's okay, but never mind. I don't want to criticize the way other people do things. I don't like commercials. I've made that very, very clear. I don't put them on my own videos. I don't try to advertise anything. I used to monetize my videos till YouTube stopped paying me. I mean, I used to get, like I've said, $130 or so, $120, $130 every other month. That was my income. I haven't done that for years, 6, 7 years, something like that. I don't know the exact amount of time when I stopped, but I know even when they were supposed to be monetized, I still wasn't getting any money. So I was blacklisted somehow. So there's insanity all around. And I'm feeling a bit insane myself because of all the craziness of things not working the way they have always worked. Are we being uplifted? Are we going into a 5D reality? Is the 3D, 4D time thing, time, of course, being the 4D in the fourth dimension. You know, there's height, depth, width, and time. Are we going to 5D? A whole new dimension. Of course, the ambassador, that's what he always said. It's moving into a higher thing. That's what Laura Eisenhower says. Many people are saying that. Okay, well, let's get on with it. Now, people say if everything was dumped on us all at 2012, would have been information and emotion overload. We weren't ready. I don't think most humans are ever going to be ready. I really don't think so. There are people that are ready and have been rooting for this and working toward this all of our lives and for decades. In other cases, in my case, as I said, all of my life, I've had this vision of helping to play a role in creating heaven on earth. But it doesn't seem to be getting better. And I should not be making a video when I'm feeling as much frustration as I am right now, which is another reason why I try to make my videos in the morning. And sometimes if I've had a really weird dream that I can't quite figure out, I could be emotionally upset by the dream, but I'm still recording a video. But anyway, these are all, I'm shooting off the cuff. I'm again, put this together really quickly when we couldn't get the other thing to work with my friend Lulu. Hopefully we're going to be able to record something a few days from now. We'll see how things go. In any case, folks, try, as I am, to be as upbeat and positive as possible, but also don't sacrifice your honesty and your truthfulness. What you feel is what you feel. It needs to be expressed, not compressed, not held down. That is, the art of denial is a very dangerous spiritual principle from my perspective. I know other people, they believe that denial is the way. I don't. Anyway, thank you folks for listening, and namaste.